How's everyone doing tonight? Good, rock on, yeah. Okay, I'm not used to actually standing here with a mic, like holding like this, so if I screw up or drop it, am I allowed to do a mic drop? No? Okay, sorry. I think that'd be fun. We're here to basically go over some old Pokemon Go. How many guys play Pokemon? Yeah? All right, rock on, so do I. Who's the highest level? Anyone higher than 20? Who's higher than 21? Who's higher than 22? So who's at level 21? Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Rock on. How many officers are level 21? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. Phenomenal. Okay. Before we're going to talk about basically this first part in here, we're going to go over safety tips really. We'll talk a little bit about Pokemon Go, but we're going to go over some safety tips, and then we're pretty much going to go let you guys walk around. And I know the city has, those of you guys that know, parents that don't know, the lures on the lure modules, right? They're going to go and pretty much all these Pokestops on Main Street and around, they're going to hit them with lures, so just run around and get rampant and get as many Pokemon as you can, right? But before we start the presentation, and first off, my name's Officer Belknap, by the way. Nice to meet you guys. And there's going to be officers in uniform, and there's other command staff here. Just you can talk to any of us, say hi to any of us if you want. But before we start the presentation, we're going to watch a real quick video. Parents, there is a word that gets bleeped out. Nothing gets seen, so you guys understand. But the beginning of the video, there's going to be no sound, and I'll talk you through it here in a second. But this is going to kind of drive home why we're talking to you guys. We're trying to get the video to play.
Okay. Hey, my park patrol car.
Can you double click on that? Bring it all the way back to the very beginning. Okay, if you guys haven't seen it, this is interesting. See the car coming? Patrol car? There we go. And the car keeps going on down.
Okay. Hey, my park patrol car. 10-4-M-3-1. Supervise supervisor to respond to this location. 10-4, 2 Animal 9.
You guys okay?
2 Animal 9.
You okay?
Okay. What's the location?
2901 Eastern Avenue.
10-4. And were you in the vehicle, sir? You okay?
That's why we're here today, is playing games
Nobody
while
was
we're
in the
driving.
car.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
You guys okay?
Luckily, no one was hurt in that. The driver was fine, the passenger was fine, the police car was unoccupied. They just happened to be standing outside, and the camera caught it. And there we go. Eric, can everyone clap and give Officer Kataki thanks? Phenomenal. That's phenomenal tech work right there. All right. So let's see if this works. Oh, got to turn it on. There we go. My name's Officer Belknap. They got me on here as a Pokemon trainer, but you can call me Officer Belknap. That'll work also. This PowerPoint is put together by Sergeant Sargent and Officer Doug Heischman. And everyone, Heisch is back there. Want to wave at Heischman? Yeah, rock on. I'm not going to read all this to you. This is going to be a lot of information up here. We'll go over like the more important parts. Those of you younger people in the crowd probably don't remember when the game first was created back in '95. Your parents probably are the ones that remember the craze and how incredible this was. It like basically just took over everything. You couldn't go anywhere without trying to find cards or playing the game. People playing on the old Game Boys and all that kind of fun jazz right there. But this has been around for a little bit and just recently got reinvented. Did anyone in here play Ingress before? Did anyone know what Ingress was? Got a couple people over here. The people that did Pokemon Go actually did or created the game Ingress, right? And this game is actually just kind of a modified version of Ingress. That's why, like, they had all the Poke Gyms and the Pokestops already in play when it first started, right? Free-to-play, location-based, augmented reality. Again, this goes back to where Ingress started, and the only really money that you're going to play or pay in this game is if you want to buy your own more Pokeballs, lures, and so on, right? So you can play this game with no money being put in this. It's free. And my understanding, I just got told earlier today that apparently there's like a new email scam going out right now where they're sending emails saying that the game is now going to be like pay to play. And they're having people try to like reply to emails and give them money to keep playing the game or keep logged in. That's a scam. Don't reply those emails. Don't answer those emails. I actually just found out about that just maybe about an hour ago. I don't know if, has anyone else heard that or not? Has anyone else heard that? Yeah. Oh, it was? Okay. From Apple, yeah. So keep that in mind. If you get some email saying that forcing you to pay to keep playing the game, it's a scam, right? This is the beauty of this game is like also with the Ingress that this is free to play, and it's actually great. It's a fun game. Pokemon can potentially improve mental health, physical health. Players suffering from depression, social anxiety. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but it's across the news. People are talking about how this is getting people to go outside, and I love this game because seeing people go out in like mobs that normally don't go outside. You know, normally will, like I personally, I'm a console gamer, you know, yay, station, right? This is getting people to go out, walk around, see artwork. You know, they go out in groups, and my personal advice is make sure you go out in groups, and we'll get to that here in a second, but it's getting people going out and looking at artwork and seeing the community, right? And people are out there talking, and I've heard tons of stories, people going out there just talking with the other Pokemon hunters out there in the community. There's the Bloggist, a comedian, online comedian. She's written a couple books. She's even like gone in great detail about how this has helped her social anxiety, about her going outside and seeing other people. It's also a funny blog to read. This goes back to what we were just talking about. There we go. Again, physical health. There's a lot of information. That's why I didn't want to bore you with talking about physical health, and because we're all out here doing it. It's a lot to read. Have fun and enjoy yourself and time with your family. This is why we're here. Remain alert. Don't keep your head buried in your phone. Look up around and ensure your footing and surroundings at all times. All the games use virtual map. Players can track Pokemon through real-world locations. Be alert. Everyone walk around wants to keep their nose in their phone because they're always looking for that Pokemon. They're always looking for where the next Pokestop is. One of the good things and bad things is none of the roadways or the walkways are labeled on the game, right? We all know that. So you're trying to figure out where the next Pokestop is. You need to keep your head up at least and look where you're walking. How many people actually fallen while they're playing this game or ran into something? Yeah, it happens, right? So in that mindset also, those you younger ones here, right, that aren't driving yet, you're not worrying about those that are older in here that are still playing, that are driving. Don't play this game while you're driving. It's that simple, right? It's a safety hazard. We saw in that very first video. It's good times, but you got to be careful and you got to make smart choices, right? Many Pokemon hunters have been hit or nearly struck by vehicles because they wandered out in the roadway, realizing where they're walking. I know that we've had a couple motor vehicle accidents here in the city. I don't know the exact numbers, but I've talked to another officer, and I know we've had a couple reported accidents just because they were Pokemon-related or the Pokemon Go related games, or accidents were related because of that. You can put it on the vibration, makes it so smartphone rumbles when creatures are near. I like, me personally, I like having the volume all the way down or the sound off, and you can play other music while you're walking around. Don't bike, skateboard, drive, play. It's cause crashes, which you just discussed. Watch where you're going. Be prepared with supplies for your long time or for the long walk. Keep hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Lots of water. Especially when everyone loves the heat out there today, right? It's great. Lots of water. And I'm going to add on to obviously, don't drive. Don't be skateboarding, riding bikes while you're playing Pokemon. But go in groups, guys. How many of you guys, I know younger ones probably not so much, or if your parents take you out at nighttime, but how many go hunting in the dark hours after, right? A lot of people go hunting at nighttime. Go in groups. Honestly, don't go by yourself. Safety in numbers, always. Keep hydrated, but go in groups. Have you guys hit like Railroad Park? Have you been down to Railroad Park? Yeah. Yeah. I'll on weekends when I'm on patrol, we'll go out there and you'll just see mobs of people just walking around that track. It's awesome. And the good thing about it is everyone's talking to each other. It's a big social event. Don't trespass. Do not go on people's property without their permission. Don't. That's since Pokemon Go started, we've had numerous calls of people, and they're not going into people's backyards, but just walking up and down like on the front yard, or that's a lot of our calls were being sent to on this because people don't know the game's out for one, although it's kind of hard to miss it now, but they and usually when they go and explain what's going on, and they're usually really cooperative and everyone understands. It's been a really good experience for everyone involved, but it's better safe than sorry. Don't go on people's property. You know, respect other people's property, just like you wouldn't want them jumping on your property or your backyard. Don't wander in the police station. That's just smart thinking right there. But I'll tell you what, there's 2 stops like right out here in front of the building. So, and I have no problem. Like I always see people drive up and stop, or your parents will be driving with their kid in the car, so they'll drive up and stop and let them get the Pokestop, or they'll walk through. I've seen numerous people just make this lap around downtown, like probably honestly like 20 times in an hour. That's great, right? But don't go like wandering into the like back secured lots, not just the police department, but any secured lot. Just don't go. It doesn't matter if you see a Charizard back there or whatever. Just be patient, right? Stay in well-lit places. This goes back to what I was saying. I'm a big firm believer in going groups. Don't be by yourself, right? Dark places where crimes committed are easiest. There's no real advantage to playing after dark. Struggling, standing by yourself with your attention drawn to your lit screen of the phone. It's very easy for a criminal to see you, but your night vision is altered due to light. If you must play at night, tend to appear places where people gather. Go to populated areas. Make sense? That's good news or good stuff right there, right? There we go. Avoid suspicious locations. Anyone have any ideas about suspicious locations? What's your idea? A dark alley? There's not too many dark alleys around. I mean, I wouldn't go like wander behind businesses when they're closed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I wouldn't do that. Right? Good idea. Like it goes back to the last slide. Good, well-lit areas, parks, well-lit parks. They're great. You know, like I said, on the weekends, if you guys have not been out there at Railroad Park or the other parks in our city, go out there and you'll be amazed with the number of people out there. Be cautious of other property. Do not trespass. Use this time to bond and teach your kids about safety that will translate in everyday living. Look both ways before crossing the street. How many kids know how to look both ways before crossing the street? All of you guys do? Everyone does, right? Everyone does, right? Look both ways. Avoid strangers danger. Check in with parents, guardians before leaving the house, where they're going. Parents, here's the deal. Just be smart. You know what your kids need to do and what they're not supposed to do, right? If you know them walk around the neighborhood and go to the park, great. Okay. Again, numbers is always the best way to go, right? Kids, make sure your parents know everything that you're doing, even though you don't want to tell them, but make sure you tell them every time. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. Tell your parents. Empowering older kids to make safe decisions. Are you guys making safe decisions with this game? Are you sure? You're making safe decisions? How many people keep their head up and look around while they're walking? How many people are going to tonight? I like the smart aleck. I like that. All right, keep your head up. More Pokemon catch, the higher cost to train, store your characters. Have you guys seen, they've done the recent update, and the recent update is pretty cool. Have you guys seen the whole, like, they give you little tips, like don't walk on people's property, don't drive. I think that's probably the best thing with the last update. That's awesome. The sad thing is, though, are they getting harder to power the Pokemon up now? Yeah. See, I thought I was hoping it wasn't just mine. It's frustrating. The app demands you utilize a lot of phone data. Have you guys realized that, or seen your phone data usage go up? and the battery go down. Yeah. How many of you guys have bought those battery packs to charge your phones? Yeah. Holy crud. Decided Pokemon Go with your Go account, and I think they fixed this with the last update. I think they have. I haven't heard yet or not, but I believe they have. They did? Right, with the Google update, having access to your email. To be honest, I can't see with how big Pokemon is, I can't see them actually doing that on purpose, and I believe they actually, I mean, because if that was an on purpose thing, they were going to go after them, right? But I think that was probably the big part of the update is fixing that. This is another thing. Be respectful. Memorial Parks, again, it goes back to Ingress, the original game before this, right? The whole idea was to get people to go to these different places like the memorial parks and artwork, and those were the points that people need to go to. It's just like geocaching. Who here does geocaching? Yeah, that's why I like the game, right? That's because it's just like geocaching. The things like, you know, the house of worship, the churches, getting people to go to those places. Now that they've flipped from Ingress Map over to Pokemon, since all those are the portals and from the portals to the Pokestops, it's those places. And a lot of the churches have actually kind of embraced it, and they put a lot of signs out wanting people to come on and come to their property. But like cemeteries, be respectful. Like late night, if you're going out after hours, don't go walking through the cemetery late night. You know, that's enough said about that. And Pokemon Go hunters. I think that's the end of the slideshow. So here's what we got for you guys. We have those of you that are here probably have been walking around and actually know where all the Pokestops are, right? I know, like from here at 15th Street in Walnut, then over here to 15th and Main, and then up Main Street, they're going to put lures on all those Pokestops. We're going to have officers out here. We're going to be out walking around with you guys. We're going to have officers on bikes to help stop traffic if we need to stop traffic over on 15th Street. And we're just going to get out and start walking around. Anyone have any questions or anything? Yes. You forgot your question? It's okay. You can, if you remember, you can come ask us. I do. 21. Yeah. 17's good. I'll tell you what, though. The experience, like, once you start getting to, like, level 20, it is, like, hard to start leveling up, like, higher than that. It's, like, the experience is, like, gone crazy. What's up? Level 20? Hey, good times. Good times. Ah, that's a good question. What color do you guys think? Now, I'm in the minority here. If you probably talked, I'm in the minority. So, what color would you guys think I am as a police officer? Blue. See, blue. I wasn't thinking because I didn't go with the color. I wasn't thinking of the color. I was thinking of the name, and I went with Valor. So, yeah, I went with Valor. So that was my thing. I probably should have went blue for the color, and I that's my bad, but Valor, you can't go wrong with a name like Valor. Huh? Yeah, if you guys want to come up, hang out with the officers, you can come up here and we'll go out walking here in a second. If you want to go out on your own, this is your time. All right? And water, there's water, and where at? Water is out front. Stay hydrated. And we're good to go. Thank you. All right, bye, guys. Yeah. So if you want to